It's heat over. And it's heat override, and I'm ready to bring the pain this week. Oh yeah, it's my first live. You get that? You get that? My first live. So I'm gonna be doing this all myself today, because in the other room, Miss Chrissy Ray, she's doing her bling you crazy on her paparazzi. But this is about me. We're just having fun today. So you like the shirt. Let's get to it. Oh yeah. And that is when I usually play the music for you that I always cue, because I have the force. And the force always, 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 always leads me to the right point. Woo! An audio stream of this will be available shortly after. I just released my other recent podcast the other day with Chrissy Ray. We're a little crazy. We were actually pretty good. We talked about a lot of burger places we're going to talk to about. We can do that. If I see any comments come in, anybody want to say anything, ask me anything, ask me what do I do, or how I bring the pain. Oh yeah. And that's what it's about in the life. You got to figure out, like, bring the pain isn't about just being evil or me doing things that make me a jerk and things like that. For me, it's one of those things that it says, if you're going to go all in, like straight to the bone, oh yeah, then you got to bring the pain. If you're going to plant a garden, bring the pain, bring the plant. See, it just goes with everything. A lot of you people think I'm fucking cheesy, man. And I'm just parental advisory. That's what I do. It's on my podcast. And the whole thing is this is actually my first time finally using my whole setup that I wanted to do for such a long time to do a podcast. And you see my cool little gold microphone. It's a Rockville. Ooh, yeah, because he override the rock. Dig it? Yeah. See, now you can see what Chrissy Ray's talking about when she's over here talking about, like, dude, if you could just see your face, because I'm a fucking crazy dude. I'm a fucking crazy guy. And I like to have a lot of fun. So with that being said, we're going to make sure that we get over to, my whole Facebook, make sure that everybody's getting in live right now. So get in. Me and Chrissy Ray got an idea. We're going to throw it together. I don't know how it's going to really end up going, but, at that point, you just got to figure it out, man, because I can't always, help you out with the gifts. But we got some. We might have just a little something. Contest. Because she just started her Bling You Crazy paparazzi. It's just $5 jewelry. You got the money to go out and spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars on everything, then go do it. We don't care. She loves it. And she gets like allergic reactions and stuff like that. So for her, it really works out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you do it. So, all right, let's make sure we head on over and get the share going so that everybody knows right now that we really mean it. That all the stuff I've talked about leading in with this whole Corona mania, yeah, is leading to what we're going to do now. So with football season coming up, you know that we're a sport team. We're sports, man. This is how this starts, man. This is, Sirius XM Fantasy back in the day, getting it with the Doc Roto, oh yeah, and Scott Atkins, and many others like Corey Parsons, of course, Tommy G, Jeff Mans, like the Elite Fantasy Network, the Full-Time Fantasy Network. These are the people that I've known and not worked with, but called in and just gone nuts. That's where Bring the Pain totally came from. So that being said, when I talk to you guys, I try to make it the 60 seconds because I know that I can't just go octane at you because I'm a lot to handle. Like, if you listen to some of our other podcasts, Chrissy Ray, I mean, she tells you all the time that you gotta really get to it. You gotta, I'm crazy. Like, you gotta see me, you gotta like experience me. Sometimes I get really fucking annoying. And other time at the end, when I was doing things that made me a jerk, right? When I was doing things that made me a jerk, yeah, I kind of pissed her off. Like last podcast, she straight called me out. She was like, yo, we're having fun. And then you gotta be a jerk. Now I don't even want to do the podcast anymore. And that's fine. That's fine, because that's what it's all about. See, she would be doing this for me, but she's doing her thing. So, go check out her Bling You Crazy with Miss Chrissy Ray. We're getting all that together. But Married with DFS, this is something we've done for years that a lot of people might not know about. And it's, to me, I've had the same formula this entire time, and for me, it's always worked. It's worked. I've been able to build lineups that can also cash in 50-50s, and which I call those hybrid lineups. Nobody really talks about that because they're either a cash game player or a GPP, right? So for me, when I'm playing, FanDuel or DraftKings, I always differentiate. But I'm normal. I'm not normal anyway. I can't be. You get, if you are a heat over, right? And I thank you for that. Then that is why we do this thing. We do these things. So we're just gonna get this going. So yeah, that is huge to me. And it's showing you a little more of our life with, going live and doing the live videos. And I want to integrate my video games. So if you see this channel and you're watching this podcast, I want you to know that you can go check out my games. I've only recently just got back. I've been a dad for a while, man. And a lot of my main competition, if you go listen to one of my last ones, my life as the best gamer. And the reason why I call myself the best gamer is that I'm able to mold to any game and I learn it fast. Like, I can't explain it. It's just, I'm always one with the game. Yeah, like I'm just a little thing there and I get it right through and the hands work. Yeah, and I find tricks that make me better and faster than a lot of people. That's what it's about right there. And for me, that's what makes gaming. That's what embeddles me, because I inspire you to want to kick my fucking ass, and then I'm going to mold to you eventually and fucking kick your ass every single fucking time. It happens. Me and my buddies have been doing this for years. They fucking hate me sometimes, but hey, that's why I bring the pain. Ooh, yeah. So, let's get over here to Twitland and get it going, because I want to get going some people involved and get all this fun stuff and get people to my page. Like, I play Mega Man 2. You go down below. Look, I didn't touch that game in 10 years because I do have the one for the GameCube. Well, I used to, but apparently that came up missing. So that's kind of what happens in life. Things come up missing. Usually my video games. I'm really insane about that. So talking about video games, let's do a little talk here. So I love Rock Burger. My family's a huge Rock Burger fan. J Rock is amazing. He's an amazing guy. Amazing. Ooh, yeah, like burger amazing. Most amazing burgers. If you go to his Facebook page, Rock Burger, any of them, he always got a different creation, and that's what makes him different. It's so good. You think you're like, I don't really want to try that, but then if you do, you're completely off the hook with it. You understand that it's gonna happen, that you are gonna have so much fun eating that burger from Jay. That's what it's about. Great burgers. But anyway, so he bought some things off this guy named Joshua, and he owns in Lockport, New York. He owns pretty much the baddest video game / toy store in the world there. Like, dude got it, man. He got some cash, and he was just on a documentary recently. I think it's like Bits of Yesterday. So don't quote me on that. Go look for that. Toys from Low is what you want to look for, both on Facebook. This man will send you pictures. If he's in his store, he will send you pictures, and he will tape that out and ship it out in like 30 seconds. No lie. And You get it like within a day. Like a day. Dude, don't play. He's 120 million in percent on customer service. So wherever you are in the United States, look up Toys from Low. I mean, this dude has a Mr. Clean doll. Man, I didn't know Mr. Clean had a doll back in the 80s. I was playing with Transformers and G.I. Joes. But then you get this other things that kind of like, you're going to get some races in the background. We live near a highway. There's no way to really like, I'd have to build like a complete sound room from the fireworks and the races. Plus we got some big things going up. And another thing I do, sometimes I get thirsty. I slam things. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. But again, Toys from Low. The dude's amazing. So we went up there, and that's what the last podcast. So go back and listen to our last podcast. We talked about the silo that was on Man vs. Food. And he got the haystack. You know, shit was good. You know, go back, listen to that episode with me and Chrissy Ray before I lose my marbles. The end. But that's what things that make me a jerk are. And then you get, you know, we had Rock Burger that time. And then, you know, we went up 2 times in 3 weeks. So 2 times in 3 weeks, we seriously have went up to Niagara Falls, New York. We have burgers. You know, we got the dill pickle burger, which was crazy good. And then the other time up, I got the crab ragoon 2.0 because he's always talking about that. Jay's always talking about it. But back to Josh. So I go in there. It's everything you need, man. This, that. So we're buying things, and he's ringing it up, and you know, getting it all ready. He hands me stuff, and right before I go, right, he's like, "Hey, you know," to my daughter, he goes, "Come here, pick something out." See, that's how you get people. Like, dude, straight 100. He's cool as shit. You ain't gonna fuck him over, but he keeps his prices low. He ships real fast. He's totally cool. And I'm a gamer, so I know you can't hustle me as a gamer. Like, he ain't hustling nobody. He wants people to have their passions. This is why he's bringing a video game arcade and to Lockport, New York, that is. And he's going to include a museum with it. So he's collecting all these places. Just go to his Facebook. He posts the things he finds all the time. I had some stuff upstairs I wasn't going to use, so I just gave it to him, man. I don't need credit and shit like that. You know, it's about helping out the local people. The starting podcast, like Bring the Pain, you know. And if you like masks, you know, you got this Bring the Pain mask right there. I mean, look, it just, nobody brings pain like the pain bringer. So, yeah, going back to that. He's a great dude, great selection, great prices, fine shit that he repairs. He fucking repairs your shit that's broke. Your shit, the shit that you might have slammed down because you got your ass whipped by me in a video game. Oh, yeah. Like that, huh? Yeah, come kick my ass. It's Heat Override on PlayStation Network. This is Heat Override. You get that? HEAT00VERIDE. Get some of the best gamer you've fucking played. Yeah, you know what? They got these guys winning millions of dollars. The thing is, man, is I took this time off. If I'd been playing video games this whole time, none of y'all would even have money because I'd have took that shit off. Just remember that. And that is why you go, oh, yeah. Yeah. So go check out Toys from Low. It's a cool ass dude. You'll like it. And Rock Burger, and that Man vs. Food, that silo. And the silo is in Lewiston, New York as well. So, and Rock Burger is in Niagara Falls, New York. But Chicotagua actually just had their grand opening today. So if you get over to Chicotagua, whatever you know what I mean. Yeah, these guys did it. These freaking guys do it. They franchised Off J Rock to bring people amazing fucking burgers. Boom. What you do? So, that being said, let's segue up into the. I'm gonna keep this positive, but we're gonna weigh in just like 2 seconds on the Corona mania. Yeah, y'all fucking crazy. Y'all can't even drive anymore. But I look at it this way. Me and my family made these trips. My family did things. We painted things. This. I painted that. You like that? That looks like Geonosis, right? I'm a Star Wars guy. Star Wars guy. This right here. And whatever. It's. I'm not saying it's a Michelangelo, but this is what I do. I mean, I've got all these crazy things coming in right now. Like I have a whole banister of Bring the Pain. It's going to be that right behind me the whole time. I mean, seriously, this is what it's about. This is about supporting the local people and doing what you got to do. And we were able to do this. I was able to make this purchase right here. This purchase right here. This purchase right here. This right there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Rock hill going to the top. Yeah, with the big microphone. It's got the gold on it right there. Got the see things. Yeah. So sometimes I go crazy. Usually, like it's fucking nuts. But y'all, a lot of you people lost your minds, and a lot of you didn't have to. A lot of you just get close to your family, just do things. You should have been doing these things anyway. That's why it was just like, oh shit, I'm off work. I fucking stay home. I would drink some beers at nighttime. I don't gotta get the fuck up. So what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I do nothing wrong. I'm one of the hardest workers you'll ever fucking know. Maybe you hate my podcast, or maybe you like my podcast. I wish you would like my podcast. Okay, whoop my ass in Madden. Okay, Nick. All right. Yeah. I mean, you could try, but I'm a Ram fan, and I recently did buy Madden, and that brings me back to video games. Is I even got that EA All Access. Like, I don't believe in buying stuff like that, but it was like $30. Like, why do you not want to actually pay that to play? Now, size is an issue right now with the PlayStation because I need a bigger hard drive, so we're gonna work with that. But right now, I mean, I'm playing Call of Duty. We play Star Wars Battlefront 2, well documented, well on the videos below this one. Y'all should know that you can catch that pain. You can see the pain caught. Lightsabers to bodies. I mean, nobody comes up with the hashtags I come up with. I'm the fucking the hashtag king. Go check it. Look at them. Look at everything I do. I'm all over it. Yeah, like a fucking Maserati on the road. Yeah. And I'm not sponsored by anybody. Nobody owns me. And that's the way it is. That's the way I've always lived my life. Because my dad taught me some things. Like all your dads probably did, or any influential person in your life, they will teach you, work hard. If you want something, work hard. Go fucking get it, man. If you don't get it, then what are you getting? Why are you here? Like Niagara Falls for me and my family, it's just the best times. And we can take the dumbest shit in the world and make the most of it. Like I said, like we make shake bottles now. Like these things right here. Check this out. See that? You see? I mean, this is what Corona Mania does for my family. And I can pick up my phone right here and go to like a Go Erie thread for news and shit like that. And there's a bunch of unhappy motherfuckers on that fucking thread. Why? But that's why I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's get back to video games. I know you get it, Nick. And thank you for watching. Share. I got no backup. So I'm just sharing all that right there. But Madden was a game I actually stepped away from because when, in my video game episode that I did a little bit ago, I said why, because all my life I always had like competition. So my brother was always there. My brother Tom, he's always there, and he just played all these games. And I mentioned him a few times. I have so many friends that I played video games with over my years. It just all blurs into one. But there's the main thing. So like Tommy was always there. When me and Tommy would play like Secret of Mana and things like that back in the day, he was there. That's what he did. And then I had my buddy Tawan was my first real, like I said, that was my first friend that was black, and he was cool, and his dad's a reverend, his mom was awesome, and he taught me true competition. Like we would, like I'm telling you, during the episode I bring him up a lot because that man for like 15 years was my like homie dude. Like I didn't even gotta look with him. We could just play video games like this, right? Some of my friends are like, hey, there's gonna be this part coming up here, right? Because I'm a coach. I just know games, like I said. It's all there. And so if you're looking for like a coach, you want to bring the pain, you can hire me. I will coach your E team. Believe me, ain't no one going to be better than that. I watch. I am a hard motherfucker though, and even if my team could probably kick my ass, in the end, I will kick all their asses because that's what happens. I just mold to the flow. Yeah, yeah. So, video games is a big part of my life. Sports, a big part of my life. That's wrestling, big part of my life. That's like people know me as a crazy macho man DFS guy, and that's true. And more than that, I am me with the video games. I'm me as a great father, in my opinion. I mean, hey, my girls do good. I mean, I even do karate at TKO Erie, which is a great place if you're anywhere in the tri-state area. Master Arrington is an amazing teacher. He will get your children tournament ready and give them the abilities to be able to defend themselves. And being a state trooper, he supports a lot of things. He does a lot of things that you don't know about that you should know about. But most of all, he always supports his students beyond the dojo. No matter if they stay or not, he always stays involved because it's what he does. He's a very caring individual. And if you want to learn great karate, go to TKO Erie. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Yeah. So, that being said, and maybe I wasn't the first ever to figure these things out, but there was a reason why I became great at Final Fantasy 1. It was because of the way I found things to just get better, to get faster. I was always able to find the things. How you doing, Mini Override? Hello. You want to come in here? You can say hello.
Hello.
This is my daughter. She's pretty awesome. She got me into karate. I was just talking about Master Arrington and stuff like that. How do you like it?
Like what?
Karate. Come on.
I've been doing it. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. What you trying to be on 2 podcasts in one day?
It's not like
It is. It's great. So, but
yeah, I bought a skin in Fortnite.
She spends all of her money in Fortnite, and then she kind of lagly cleans her room for it. This is the camera up here. So when you want to look at the audience, I'm having a bad eye contact kind of thing because I'm trying to pay attention to my microphone. Ooh, yeah. But for me, it was video games really helped that, and DeLon took care of that, and then eventually became my buddy Brian Durst, Brian Beckwith. I don't know if I want to name, but Be Reckless, be spitting some rhymes, man. Dude, every day on his Facebook, spitting it out, telling y'all how about this life. He's talking about this life, and I like rappers like that, like Locksmith. Locksmith's a really cool dude, and those are people that I follow, and you don't have to follow them, but the message they speak is great. It's beyond years. So that being said, that's what the competition was all my life. And I thank you for that, Nick. I mean, this is with the microphone, you can kind of be like, oh, Rob's mad. But if you could see when Chrissy freaking, because she punks me sometimes on the podcast, then that's what you get. You get that interaction, and I think that's what's needed because I'm fucking nuts. But at the same time, the gaming and living life, being competitive in life, that all came from them eras with DeJuan and all my friends growing up, and then eventually my brother-in-law Josh. That was Madden Relived. So when he got out of Madden, I kind of stopped. I used to play with my boy Justin too, but then we just stopped. We just stopped. Nobody really, we didn't. Yeah, I am, but at the same time, I'm not really into that. I mean, yeah, I can get that. Yeah. I followed them for a while too. Sometimes I want to think that sometimes the message gets rebutted. So then after a little while, it's all right, well, I've heard it. And that's cool. She showed me Fortnite.
Can I show?
I guess so. She wants to show y'all Fortnite.
That's the skin that I just got. It's Bright Bomber. I mean, it's the Beach Bomber.
That's awesome. So that's what she does. And for me, music, we could talk about music. So, I mean, you can go back to all of my music podcasts that I've done, and I continuously talk about how different different kind of music's kind of started my life. So it started with, Twisted Sister and Motley Crue and Bon Jovi and Metallica, and then it was all like Ghostbusters 2, Bobby Brown, the New Jack Swing kind of came into things, and then Bobby Brown was rapping, and then there was rap, and then it just went right into, and I think DJ Magic Mike was a big part of that, because Magic Mike also provided the scratching element of things. He also provided the bass, of course. I mean, he's just dropped the bass 2020, and he got Feel the Bass coming back out too. You woof a terror upper. Remember that shit? Oh, I do. Oh, yeah. And so music's always been big. And I think that's what Magic kind of gave me, that whole little rap segue. And that's what led to Spice One. And then everything from there, and Tupac. And then just go listen to my Furious Five. There's a reason why I like the Method Man and the Treach. And there's a reason why Locksmith got up into that top 5. Because dude is spitting fire right now. And he's been doing it for a while. And what I like about that is I found him at the beginning of his career, and I followed him. Because I guess I'm an old guy. But that's all right. Yeah, we age with like wine. Yeah, I'm just going to do my thing right here. Yeah. So at the same time, this is life. This was what I was going to do, and all the things that was involved. And then you throw in wrestling and sports. Like, I remember my first Super Bowl was when the 49ers beat the Bengals. Like, just off of memory, just being so young, like 5, 6 at that time, and being able to remember to watch that. And then, the next year watching the Bears do their thing. And then that whole dance, we all know. And then watching, LT and Harry Carson just started off for the New York Giants. And then kind of from there, my dad, it was always like, I'm a Ram fan, but we just traded, a star running back, Eric Dickerson, to the Colts. So for me, yeah, music is life. I think, and I don't like to do this, is like sometimes like people link songs, but I like to link healing songs. So then that way you have good memories of bad memories, if that makes sense. In what? So EDM kind of came into my life, electronic really, because like Magic Mike always did these things. He would talk to you through the record, like when he was scratching, you could listen to it. He was spelling words and shit. He got out of his mind. He's so amazing right now. Like the way he does shit still is just this the way it is. But then like he led me to Lunatic Calm. And then when I got to Lunatic Calm and Simon Shackleton, who's an amazing musician as well. Like I recently bought a whole bunch of his CDs, and then I'm just finding all these songs that I might have missed over the years. And like the minute it hits, it's like, damn, that's what Simon does. That's what AKA Lunatic Calm did for me. Like sometimes the camera shakes because I could go, like, like I'm sending the vibe. Yeah. But this for me was how it started. So going back, like sometimes some Madonna songs will remind me of my mom, but in a good way, because my mom always was like a free spirit. Like a lot of you people might have loved or hate my mom, that people knew my mom. And yes, my mom was an asshole. I mean, I got a shirt that says I'm a jerk. But, those years that I was driving pizzas, I listened to my CDs growing up, like in the pizza shops and stuff like that all the time. So I had to listen to something else, and it was the electronic music. So that's when I found BPM and Electric Area on SiriusXM, and of course SiriusXM Fantasy, which led me to, 60 Seconds of Pain. Thank you, Tommy G. That's what you do. And my boy Doc Roto. That's when the Scout Army ruled the days. So that, for me, not having music with words, because I think when you think about classical music and you just listen to the melody, okay, I get that some people aren't going to like dubstep, but like Simon speaks to you. DJ Magic Mike speaks to you a different way. They don't just provide you with a stupid, catchy hook. They bring things and the music evolves. And I think that that's the bar that Magic set for my music listening needs. So it had to be extreme. So it had to be like Kiss, who, rock on. We love Kiss. And there's so much more. And that's why music is big. Music is big. And video games as well, hobbies. These are all hobbies, except I can't say music is a hobby, but yes, it is for some people. So it is. It really is. It's about hobbies. It's about painting for a hobby. Bring the paint. Look, it's about making podcasts. It's about being on podcasts. It's about spreading the love and supporting this person and that person, and just knowing that there are genuinely good people out there talking. And that is what life should be. It shouldn't be what you turn on the TV. We actually have a rule in this house. We don't watch news. We only get updates. We do try to fact check. Sometimes I get a little freaking rambunctious and I go crazy and I got fly off the handle and plug the pay. But I don't. And then I do, because then I'm a jerk. But for me, what it comes down to is just accepting what life can bring you and making the most of it. This ain't about making lemonade. No, you can't make fucking lemonade. Like, oh, you just got life of lemons and you gotta make lemonade. Motherfucker, you need water and maybe sugar if you're gonna actually eat that tart ass shit. I mean, okay, skip the sugar because we do have lemon water in the fridge, but that is it. Like, you need the spoon to mix it up. You need the container to go in. You can't just be like, I have lemon, now I have lemonade, because you're gonna have a sloppy ass fucking hand. And it's gonna smell like lemon juice. Like, you're gonna go somewhere and somebody's gonna be like, yo, man, you must have been cleaning the shit out your house with some lemon breeze. Like, nah, man, I was trying to make lemonade and that shit didn't work. Just like life, you live that way. You gotta have more. You gotta understand what's kind of going on. And that's where you take the step back. And that's why Corona Mania was so easy for us. Because going back to the podcast, No Mercy podcast with Tommy G and Sideshow Bob, go follow them on Twitter at Tommy G, at Sideshow Bob. Follow at Deplorable Jana. I fucked that up. At Deplorable Janet. And she just started a new podcast called Deplorable Nation. She's, part of the, I'd say guys, but she's the only girl that really goes on there consistently, other than like sportcasters from the past. And there's also Kurt. He goes Zabad, and you used to get the alcoholic, but he don't try to play those games anymore. That's fine, but you have great, if you want to learn about some conspiracies or you want to check some of that stuff out, go check them out, man. They're on Instagram, they're on Twitter. They will bring the pain. They show no mercy. And they might throw some dick jokes, but it's a bunch of guys, every once in a while when she's not on. But I mean, he's been with a Brie Huff, he goes on Sam Tripoli, so they're all connected. But the one thing that they did was they gave us a warning, a heads up, that I said on my Facebook, Twitter, and reposted, and always share to make sure that all of you people get the message. It's up to you to click that and listen. And if you can do that, you might have got a heads up. And then it also helped with Miss Chrissy Ray working in the sports industry, because she gave us a whole heads up on what was actually going on. And for me, again, that was about seeing what you can do in life and learning from it, and not making the lemonade, but bringing more to the table than that. You made yourself a fucking lemon smoothie, because you're the best. If you smell the smoothie Rob just crushed. Yeah. So, I did that little thing right there. again, so let's hit the podcast. So at No Mercy on Twitter, of course, that'll get you your podcast. But find them on most formats. Most of these podcasts are on all formats, as well as I am. I'm on Spotify, iHeart, Deezer. I don't know what half this shit is. I just, bring pain. Like I said, bring the pain. This isn't about, you know what you bring? You bring the pain when you run through a fucking linebacker. You bring the pain when you're a running back and you run over a linebacker. You bring the pain if you catch a ball on a dude. Amazing hands. Amazing hands. Never fumbled in my entire life. Yeah, because ain't nobody hit me because I'm too smart for that. That's what it was. It was about angles and dancing and just, me on defense too. I was like Deion 2.0. Maybe not as fast. I'm gonna say that, but I will tell you, you throw that ball near me, I wasn't defending that pass. I was intercepting that pass. So again, that goes back to competition that you have with your friends. You all played football. You all played basketball. This is life. Couldn't do that during Corona Mania. But No Mercy podcast, totally up to date, keeps you up to it. They give you the real deal, man. They give you Joe Hallett, yo. Joe fucking Hallett, man. Joe Hallett. You know, do you? The real king. And that's what it's about. They give you all these things, and you go look it up, and you do what you want. Let's move along. Flying Casual podcast. This is an amazing on Facebook, huge Flying Casual, a Star Wars podcast. On Twitter, they're at a Flying Casual pod. And I'm going to throw in Rebel Scum. Rebel Scum's amazing. Sometimes things are not safe around me. I'm being a loose cannon, yeah. But this is, I hate the table too. So going back to it, this again was where Star Wars, and I have to extend out to Michael, Holly, James, and Brock. Thank you that they were able to get me on their show. We had a great, amazing time. I did the book club with, Flying Casual. And then I just recently did, and you can go check this out, I just recently did a casual council. This is where we just talk Star Wars. So we're going to have a really nice topic for you next time. Check that out. They're on Twitter or Facebook too. Well, I just said that. YouTube. Get them on YouTube. And Rebel Scum, their network is crazy too. You'll find them on YouTube doing so much shit. Go follow them. Follow these people. Follow Stay Bombastic. Andrew is always on target with stuff, and he likes it. And that's what Star Wars is about, and that's why I love those podcasts. Listen to the Pod of Thunder. The Pod of Thunder, yeah. Those guys, man. Andy, Nick, and Chris just bring it every week. They had great songs. They just did today. They did Into the Night with Benny Mardones or whatever that is. They just did that. And that was their new release. And they have Chris Jericho on constantly. And Chris Jericho's a nutball. I mean, the one episode they did a back-to-back and Chris Jericho passed the fuck out. And that was cool. And you got to listen to the podcast to really get his new name. His name, he got a name that we call him. And it's pretty cool. So only the podheads, Pod of Thunder heads, for all you people out there that are trying to be like, he said, yeah. All of you. So, you got the Pod of Thunder, and, these podcasts really are for me. And go listen to Chris Jericho's podcast and Steve Austin's too. They're great too. But these are the podcasts that make me every day. There's my No Mercy. There's my Pod of Thunder. There's my Flying Casual. There's my Rebel Scum cast. And then, of course, there's No Mercy and my podcast, because I'd like to listen to my podcast too and see where the hell I fuck up at, because, we ain't all perfect. And that's why I like it like this. I like it that I have a beautiful, you see all that? We did all that. Saw that. That painting right there, my father-in-law painted that. Hey, Michelangelo, but guess what? We got passion. Yeah. That's what it's about. That's what it is. So I mention these things because these are great podcasts. I mean, you don't like Star Wars, then don't listen to them. But still, just tune into the videos because everybody has a good time. And then go back to, my other thing we do, which really actually has been around a lot longer than Bring the Pain, is Married with DFS. When me and Chrissy Ray used to call in to Scout Fantasy back in the day, which is now Full-Time Fantasy, we used to just, they would be like, Rob, put Chrissy on. Okay, here you go. And then she would be talking on air. We would literally hand a phone to another person live on Sirius XM Air. What could pay that? Yeah, and then my boy Big Chi, the Big Chi. Go check out him, man. Dude, he's got some amazing info for college football. Of course, there's no college football this time. And at the same time, he's doing a lot of great interviews. He always interviews the wrestlers and stuff. That's really cool stuff. Again, this is life, sports, hobbies, video games. Yours could be cars. Yours could be a music instrument. Yours could do it. But whatever you do, you bring the pain to that. That's what you do in life. That's why things have to be like that. It doesn't make always sense either. And we're not going to refer back to the lemonade rule because everybody tells me that. I don't want to hear about your potato salad either. Fuck your potato salad. Oh, God. I do those types of things. But again, going back to it, that's what makes me. I'm more than just this crazy dude that just might be pissed at, a bunch of these freaking store owners in Erie, PA couldn't get their shit together and open up, or they, and I get that. That's legit. Maybe they're just fucking scared. Hold on. Let's take a break for a little bit. We really knew why I took a break, didn't we? Oh, yeah. You feel that? Yeah, you need the cold ones on a very, very hot summer day. It's like 90-something probably still. I'm surprised I'm in this kitchen, even doing this with a shirt on, because right now I have my tank top on underneath this. That's what it's about, again. Being comfortable in life and just finding your niche. Whether it be the video games, the music. I've said that. You got to learn it. So when I say things, we speak our opinions, from a couple of podcasts ago when we did bullying. My view is I've always been taught, treat people the way you want to be treated, but people can't do that. They can't be civil. So for me, I treat individuals the way individuals are treated. So I never singular put it together one person. So when all this movement shit's going on, we're just still painting. We're playing video games. Go check my PlayStation log. To us, again, it doesn't matter. And we're not painting a beautiful world. We're painting because it keeps us together as a family. And I think that's what a lot of people miss and need, is that they need that family. They need these things that makes something different in life better. And I sat here, and this, again, I want to show that I do come off really hardcore. And I think the more I push into it, I want Chrissy Ray to challenge me. I want her. In the last couple episodes, it has been really hard because Chrissy Ray really does love everybody in this community too, but sometimes I just get fed up with that shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Why are they doing this? And I can't grasp that, because people put themselves in situations to make them unhappy, to either represent something or do something, which is great. But for me, what I like to do is I like to put myself in a situation that will always benefit and be positive. And it's great to help and make other people feel positive. That's what I kind of do in a real life situation. I'm a great worker, like I mentioned. I do the best I can in life. I'm not perfect, but I'm a hard worker and I love working. I love it. So I meet a lot of great people, And every day when I go in to every account, I treat everybody like a human. I meet everybody with a smile. That's just decency in life. You sit there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna greet this person with a smile. And you know what I get a lot of times? A lot of people don't say anything back to you. You hold the door for them and you're like, hey, it's a crazy day out there, and you just get blah. Okay. That's a weird elevator ride up 13 floors. So then, I try not to be talkful, but I was like, we'll get back down to cool. And then you might get a word out and they'll be like, I hate weather. Damn, you just eating rocks or something, motherfucker? Like, okay, cool. And you get up there and then I'm off on this one. You're like, hey, you didn't growl. I'm like, all right, well, you have a good day. You have a good day too. See? It's about that. It's about just changing, making interactions, making bad days. I walk in some of the most stressful situations. You want to know a fucking ass funny situation I walked into? And this is kind of, I don't know if this sometimes my profession puts me in the wrong place at the wrong time. I actually walked into a discussion about my sister one time in the courthouse. Very uncomfortable. And I was cool. I'm always chill as fuck. I'm eat over, I bring pain. But they're sitting there complaining to themselves about it, and I could hear them, and I'm like, oh my God, no, it can't be like that, right? They looked at me and they're like, hey, what would you do if someone was online doing that? And I was like, I wouldn't do that online. And that's where, that's where it comes from. Like, some people got to be more vocal than others, and that's fine. And that's what my sister does. She does a lot of great for some people, but she's crazy sometimes, and that's cool. But again, it's about painting that perfect situation. I can't believe I touched my nose. Hold on. Nah, we ain't doing that. So, it's all about human. And for me, when we went to weigh in on that, we turned the movement into people, and that there's always a bully for a reason. Because growing up, maybe this cop that did that, I'm not going to give any more, I'm not going to talk about it, seriously. But he had strikes up against him. And if you go back over school, maybe he was bullied, maybe he was a bullier, or whatever you want to call it. He was the bully. And I've seen bullies be nice to me now that we're all adults. And that's cool. And for me, it shows that people do grow up. And the fact that nothing's ever mentioned, I think sometimes these people do feel bad. And sometimes the bully can be somebody from an organization, whether it be a store. I mean, you hear about store clerks shooting people that are trying to rob them all the time. I'm not going to say anything about the people that serve and protect us, because they serve and they protect us. That is my stance. I'm sorry if anybody wants to defund the police. Hear it, bring the pain. I like that if some crazy shit was happening in my house and I called the police, that someone might be here to help me fuck these motherfuckers up, okay? Like, I don't want to call and then say, we'll send somebody over in the morning because I'm dead by then. Or maybe I'm dead already and they can save my wife and my daughter. And that's fine. I die a martyr. Like that? Boom. Oh, yeah. So, I don't think people think themselves through. And I think that's, like, you hear it all the time. All the kids that got given the participation trophies are all adults now. So now we got to deal with all these snowflakes, is the term that we use for all of you. And that term is because everything offends you. The cancel culture, we can talk about that. For me, I don't give a fuck what the history or anything says. That's how you learn. And matter of fact, the more you know about history, usually you're a smarter person. If you're just trying to keep everybody to this in an iPad or a tablet, you're not learning. Everything I just said to you involved painting making music. Of course, it's on a computer or an instrument. Like, yeah, some things do require those things. But when I get off this, I'm gonna be sharing beers with my wife. You get that? Sharing what with my wife? What do you do? Like, my daughter came in here and came in because she just wanted to be on a podcast too. I could be playing video games right now. Hell, this is fucking Heat Override Prime. We could be live right now. You could be watching me bitching at people not getting my back, because that's what they fucking do. These motherfuckers are dumb as fuck in Modern Warfare. I need a fucking team. Get me on your team, because we'll fuck shit up. Get that. Add me. PlayStation Network. Add Heat Override. 2 zeros. 1 R. Get that? Yeah, you know how to spell it if you found this channel. But again, the world is ugly. You have to understand that. And some people can make a change, or you can just change. So getting that door and changing that guy's day just in an elevator, or walking in and giving somebody the most exciting box of coffee ever. Walk in and be like, hey, how you doing? Wow. And they're just like, oh, yeah. It's a hard day. It's a hard day. And I'm like, yeah, man, a little loaded up to myself today, but I'm going to get this done. I'm just listening to podcasts out there, bringing good laughs. And that's what it's about. Again, all those podcasts I mentioned were all about good laughs. And for me, again, it comes back to what things do in life. Okay. So you can, and it's good. Like, I'm all for protesting peacefully, but that shit in Seattle, that was dumb as fuck. That was, yeah, you made a point. You made a point until the police showed up and pushed you out. For me, a lot of the videos I saw were homeowners getting their shit fucked up. I don't watch what's going on in the video. I look at the surroundings like a lot of us smart people do. And I saw cars just, look, if I ended up in a hospital, again, this comes back to the reason why police need to be there. If that was me, I would leave Seattle. I would leave the state of Washington and say, you are no longer part of my life. I will ixnay anything from you. That includes Starbucks, which I don't really care for anyway. They suck, and Seattle's best is actually Seattle's worst. That right there just shows you that those people put up with that. I would have been on a plane ticket right now. This shit happened here in Erie, PA, when they did all that little burning and they tried to be punks, but really nobody in Erie is that hard to do anything like really serious other than, the pizza bomber. That's a crazy story. I should do a whole podcast on that. But going back to, no, I don't really want to talk about that, by the way. Going back to this, it doesn't mean anything to me. So my daughter asks me questions, and I just go, you know what? Best thing to do in life is just treat people the way you treat people, the way I treat people. That dude got second gear. And you leave an imprint. You spread that aura, the good aura, the life. It goes like that. I think that's what a lot of people miss. And I think going into Corona Mania, and this is just my opinion again, and you could think that I'm trying to speak at you. And this is a podcast, and I bring the fucking pain a lot. I fucking yell. I bitch about stupid ass drivers. I do all this crazy shit. But the point I'm trying to get across is the other podcast I do when I do my top 10 Bobby Brown, or my life as a gamer, or my top 20 Kiss, or my top 21 Spice one of a kind. That's the dude right there. When I do these things, you know me, when you do these things, it's to give you the edge, but it's also to calm you down and bring you in with some love in life. Because that's what you need. And that's what I need. That's what we all need. And for me, it comes back to that. So for us, that doesn't exist, because I live this life. I go to work every single day. We try to live life the best we can. We try to do the best by our daughter. We try to improve our living quarters, as you see. There's more, except over there. We got to get that done. I'm probably not doing that over there, because that's just old. It's some old stuff. We're getting out of all the old, kind of grandpa shit, because I bought my grandfather's house and upgrading it to new stuff. But we're doing it ourselves, Heat Override shit. And for me, that's what it's about. So joining karate at 41 and now 42, that was something in life I needed to do because it gives me like it motivates me. It's more time with my daughter. She's asked me for years to join karate. But also I look at it as that this is a good stage of my life to do this because it will strengthen my body going into my latter years. Because we're all getting old around here, but me too. My goal is to go to a tournament and represent my school and win. And if I can do that, then that's what Bring the Pain means to me. That means it doesn't mean that I'm the best. It means for that day I won that trophy, or that day I lost that trophy, or that day I didn't even fight for the trophy. It's about putting yourself in a position to make yourself succeed. If you fail, you get up, you try again. But for me, the pride is that you put yourself into that position out of your heart. And that is what really I'm trying to think. So like some people don't know how to take the Bring the Pain. They're like, hey, yeah, bring the pain. Bring the pain, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what was that? What did you just do? Mm-hmm. Like, no. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a tone to it. Uh-huh. You get it? You know. So for me, it all comes back to that. So life is life. Let's talk about, the NFL's coming up. A lot of people think they aren't going to happen. I'm still waiting we had a fantasy baseball draft months ago, and these guys are just sitting on our teams. We drafted them, and some of them just are sitting out the whole season. So this is just hard. This is what Corona Mania did. So it comes back to adapting more video games, which is why after getting Molly up to gaming, and I played with her yesterday with her friends, and we were tops, man. Her team is fucking good, man. I'm playing under her account though, so it's the mini override account because she earned everything under my Heat override account, so I can't kind of take that from her. But we just we went in there and they got this system, and that's what they do. They love Fortnite, and I just recently got a Switch Lite, and somehow everything ported over. So now she says the Switch Lite runs it better than the PS4. So when me and her chilling out and say, Chrissy Ray is doing Paparazzi Live at Bling You Crazy. Check that out too on Facebook. She will definitely make all of you women that watch Bring the Pain, if there's any of those that like her, that she keeps me in check, like go check her. I tell her just buy the best jewelry, sell it, make people happy. Jewelry makes people happy. She has gained so much confidence since doing this. Like, not just confidence, like Chrissy Ray has confidence as it is, but this is getting her to open up. This is getting her to live. Like, this is something she did. Like, before, she's behind. She ain't on a screen like this for a Bring the Pain, but she is going to be. We've done the Bean Boozled challenges, but you just hear. Now she'll be more engaging, and right now she's engaging, and that's what makes people better. That's drive. She gets better every time, and I love her for that. That's amazing. And you hear it all the time. Like, you get caught up with all these things and stuff, man. While you're sitting here, so you go to a rally with your daughter and your son and your husband or wife. Why not just go get ice cream? You don't. Of course, you don't represent what you might want to stand for. But for me, I think if you stand for your family, you fucking boss. Like, seriously, come at me. Like, you think that what happened if all those people that just went home and spent time, loving time with their families, and maybe did a little protest or something like that, that none of this other dumb shit would have happened, the lives lost, that you're going to hear that the fake ass media is going to push. But they're not going to talk about podcasts like mine, who talked about it, got angry about it, talk some shit. I talk some shit. Like, there's some businesses in my area, Slices on French. My boy Eric B. He fucking flourished during this time. Bosses, People that bring the pain in life will always find a way to be better than you. And you can take that the way it is, but there's a reason why some people stay at a dead-end job all these years. And there's why some people, maybe they're happy. If that makes them fucking happy, then let it be. Let it be. Like, you could say we make decent money, but how we do it, we go to Niagara Falls. Why? It's so fucking close. Great food, great times. I just wish this all to be over so I can go to Canada. Because, by the time this is over, I'm going to have to go get another passport for Mini Override. Because they only do kids for 5 years. And if this shit, it's got to be done. I got to get up there. I got to get on Clifton Hill. I got to sing Kiss music. See? That's what it's about. But what life is again what you make it. And I hope that I can reach some of you to understand that you can be angry and that's okay. If you say something or do something wrong, then you have to own it. And you have to do work to earn yourself back. And when you earn yourself back, you do what you learn from your mistakes. And that's called history. And that is what people need to understand, is that history is there for a reason. But you don't live in it. You live for the future. What's ahead of you, whether it be this, that, the other. Like, I'm fucking happy about my lights in my car. I can go out there right now and show y'all my lights in the car. But another thing that really, really does the best for me is sitting down playing a video game. I totally just redid our front porch with all these lights, like just solar lights, 50 freaking 5 feet of it, just all over the porch. Free lighting, using the sun to provide a better experience on my porch for my wife and I while we share beers. Can I get a hell yeah? Ooh, yeah. That's what it's about. Yeah, I probably came over on her podcast. I've been doing this live for an hour now. I feel pretty good. I haven't tried to get angry. I've been good. But I want you to take from this podcast that you could use the term "do you woo," or you could toodles if you don't understand things. But no, people create people. And if you are a person that creates smiles, then you know how to bring the pain, because you bring the smiles. Hashtag. Ooh, yeah. So, I think it's time. You think it's time? I think it's time. I give you an hour of me being nice. I think it's time for things that make me a jerk. Ooh, yeah. Let's bring the fucking pain. Boom. Yeah. All you punk ass motherfuckers out there that don't know how to drive anymore after Corona Mania. What the fuck is wrong with you? You had 2, 3, 1 months. Maybe you were an essential worker and you didn't have off. You couldn't practice your driving skills. But none of you motherfuckers took a drive because you stayed in your house. You actually got worse. So there's a stretch of thing. It's called 8th and Pittsburgh, and you hear it Erie, PA. I'm convinced that not one motherfucker knows how to navigate this intersection at all. It's completely the most stupidest fucking harebrained bullshit piece of crap. They're all shitty as fuck. So first of all, Pittsburgh comes down like this. And then it kind of goes like, okay, it goes like this, and then this, and goes down. So A Street just goes like this, right? But then there's this little curve. So there's 2 lanes here. There's a turn lane and a lane here. So then going over H Street, there's a turn lane to go to that weird ass shit and go straight, and the same, right? They put the stupid fucking other like light right here. This could really only like fit 3 motherfucking cars. Cities, you guys are fucking dumb. Just get rid of that fucking light. City of Erie, Mill Creek, whatever the fuck. I think it's whatever. It's the line. Get rid of that fucking light for the West Erie Plaza because it fucks people up. But here's the thing. There's another entrance that's only right only that people take fucking turns off. So this is Pittsburgh. Then like 1 store away, there's the stupid fucking light. Then a little down, there's only the right turn. You get that? Only the right fucking turn out of it. And then there's just something you could do left or right or whatever, but so far away from everything. But it's not. It's not. These motherfuckers back that shit up all the time. And then today, I seen these. They were coming out of the West Erie Plaza. Right there was 10 cars. So you had 10 cars right there. Y'all fucking stupid in the first place. You see 10 fucking cars? I'm telling you this. Here's the trick. You turn into that parking lot. You go around. You come down Pittsburgh, and you don't have to deal with any of those fucking idiots. That's what you. Or you turn off and you go down to 6. Whoop, and you go past them up. They are morons. Complete fucking morons at 8th and Pittsburgh. I got yelled at.
No, you're getting loud.
Bring the pain! Woo. Yeah. Can't literally. So this motherfucker, right? He comes out of there. And I'm just like, I'm fucking fed up with this shit, right? He fucking rips out of here, making a left where he shouldn't even be making a left, which means he probably went over a fucking curb, which is stupid. Why would you take your car over a curb? Like those people would. I'm happy I have a wife that just don't hit shit in a car. Like she came home all the time, was like, I hit a curb, I hit this, I hit that. I would just fucking be like, whoa, dude, you can't drive. Like I can't drive. Like you gotta be able to drive effectively. I got a teacher in here right now. I'm getting reprimanded right now live while I'm doing things that make me a jerk. So you gotta get out of here. Go play your Fortnite in the other room. I'm not gonna play it. She ain't gonna laugh right now. So, okay. Why? Just go straight. Guy lets one person out. No, this motherfucker was just letting people out. Left turns, right turns, just nothing. Nobody's moving. Let one person out. It's up to the next person when the light stops to let the other person out. Those people that are 10 deep out of the Erie Plaza, they're stupid. Go up to the 12th Street, you got a light, and then fucking you can make a left turn. And there's like other entrances all up that Pittsburgh. I've laid it out completely. All of you are fucking idiots. Sorry if I use the fuck word a lot, but that's what fucking happens when you bring the pain. Oh, yeah. So, things that make me a jerk. Oh, God. I wish I could really be a jerk to all these people that wear those masks in those cars. Like, what is fucking wrong with you? Like, any normal human being, maybe I'm not normal. Maybe I'm not. I'm not normal. But when I'm driving in my car, I gotta have it off. I'm out there. I'm spitting fire with fucking Spice One, Locksmith, and I'm fucking doing it. I'm just driving down the street. Just killing it. I got no mask on. Windows down. Top back. And guns out. But things are happening and they're fun. And you guys can't do that. You guys can't figure that out. So, things that make me a jerk. Why? I saw somebody mowing their lawn with a mask on a riding lawnmower. Mask on, riding lawnmower. Your home, your property. Do you wear that mask inside? Like, I think they do. I think y'all are cult. Like, and here's another thing. Things that make me a jerk. The car drivers that actually wear the fucking mask. Those drivers, man, I'm telling you. If you ever run across a caravan driver wearing a mask, somebody help you out, bro. Like, I can't even with that. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, here's their driving face. Champions. Yeah, that. You can't take a fucking drink, so you're driving. Now you're like, oh, I need a drink. I need a drink. Oh. Stupid as fuck. Get that shit out of here. Go fucking home. Take the fucking mask off. I don't wear that shit. You see a mask on me right now? See a mask on me right now? There ain't no mask on me on the car. Ain't no mask on my family when we're walking. Ain't no mask on us. And you, I'm not telling you go be a vigilante or a rogue or something like that. Like when somebody comes around the corner, whoop, mask up, right? When you're in there, put that shit down. Why? Breathe healthy. They talk about, I just saw this quote today, this stupid motherfucker, things that make us a jerk, said, you can breathe just as healthy with a mask without a mask. Okay. So you can't really hear me when I talk like this, so you can't talk through a fucking mask. You can't breathe through a fucking mask. When I have the mask on and I'm like, they're like, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, pull it down. 582, motherfucker. Like, yeah. Like, things that make us a jerk. Why? It's I don't even want to like do that. I don't even want to say about like jobs, like things that make us a jerk. It's just human interaction that can make somebody a jerk. That's why I bring the pain. I think I was actually pretty good on this one. I was nice, except for those people that, you know, really do shit. Not. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. 71 minutes in plus. Got yelled at. Apparently I got sent to the office. I need another beer. And this is my first live intro, outro. I hope there's going to be so much more of this. So remember, in life, do a hobby. That's key. Find you. Find you. With that and a few other things, you could always find it. I thank everybody that I've mentioned on this podcast today, for my friends, to the music inspirations that I talked about, to everything that could actually be a thing in life, because all of that shaped me, and that is why I wanted this episode to be how I view life, how I live life, why I'm the pain bringer, why I'm more than just the macho or the ooh yes. That I'm a deep dude. I got thoughts. Just the other day, after, you know, dealing with a lot of stuff, I thought about this. Think about this. Did the Indians, the Native Americans, record the Epic of Gilgamesh? Did they record the Great Flood? They did not. For a lot of religions existed in the place of their origin. And that is where they're holy the most. Little Yoda talk today. But everything that happens in life, bring it back in. Feel the goodness in your heart. Give back to the earth. If you take a tree, plant a tree. You heard this talk before. But one thing you must always know and always think about is always remember to bring the pain. Ooh, yeah, everybody. Have a great night. Great one. I'm going to play some video games. I don't know much longer. I hope they sell some more shit. Come join me on my channel. Let's do it together. Ooh, yeah. Thanks, everybody. I hope you had a great episode. It was phenomenal to actually do all this for you. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. You get a little bit of fun stuff. The mouse turned off. Ooh, yeah.